Another week, come and gone. And it was an okay week. Had the first rehearsal for the Shadowcast for Rocky Horror Picture Show. So it's 8 weeks in total between the... Actually, I guess it's 9 weeks between the rehearsal and then the actual performances. But so anyway, that was our fun week. Got a little project that I've been working on. Some of you that know me on Facebook have seen some pictures. The rest of you, I guess, have not. But I'm hoping to have a reveal. Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. And like 30 seconds after we logged off last Saturday, it occurred to me that I didn't draw. I didn't draw, so we are like 2 behind. So I guess I should say hi to folks. Do we have folks in the room?
We do. Eli, Carol, and Ronald.
Hello, Eli, Carol, and Ronald. Hello, Doug and Shar. And in fact, it's Doug and Shar's dinner request tonight, which is stir-fried chicken. Yummy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and fried rice is the side dish, which won out over egg drop soup and crispy fried rice noodles. So there's that, and the dessert this week is a peanut butter chocolate shake. Peanut butter chocolate shake.
Yeah.
Should be good. Kind of like a liquid Reese's cup.
Homer Simpson's here.
Homer Simpson! Hey, welcome. Glad you're here.
Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. Grab your coat. I know I let you take the one that I had last week home, but I still got another one in the freezer for you, so help yourself. Ice cold and ready for you. All right, guys, I'm going to draw now for next week because I didn't do it last week.
Homer says, what is a choco shake?
A choco shake?
A choco shake?
A choco? C-H-O? Yeah, well, an abbreviated chocolate. They only get so many characters when you title a live stream, so sometimes I have to abbreviate. Okay, so coming up for next week, and I'm going to just do this right now. Next week is...
I guess I better be ready.
Uh-huh. Okay, this qualifies as an appetizer. So I'm going to have to draw again. It is Ramaki. Doug and Char, you guys know, yeah, right? The bacon wrapped water chestnut jobby. And that was a request from Steve. So I'm just going to, I'll go ahead and do it this way. Just because it's, it was a request, but so it really wouldn't be fair to put a request up for vote. But I will draw for a main, whether it goes with it or not. Hey, everything goes with bacon, right?
Eli says, I had a terrible day yesterday. I got left without a car.
Left without a car? Now, does that mean your car broke down or somebody left you somewhere without any way of transportation? That could be taken a couple different ways. Okay. All right, so this one is a dual thing from my brother, Doug, and from Scott. Swedish meatballs. So coming up next Saturday, Swedish meatballs, and we'll have the side dish of the Ramaki. Right?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to give you that. Okay. And now I'm going to draw one more for the following week to get me caught back up where I need to be. So this should take us, I think, to the end of September. Okay, here we go. Coming up for the last part of September, Uncle Les, Wild Man from the Crazy Food Crew, a Denver omelet. That'll be a nice menu, and I can already see what I'm going to be posting about for side dishes. There you go. All right, that's out of the way. Let me put this over here. Woo! All right.
Jessica says, it's weird, but I started laughing for no reason an hour ago. For no reason it is happening that that's weird.
It's all in the wrist.
And Eli says, my car caught on fire on the way home from the mechanic, trying to figure out if I need to go to court or what's the next step.
Well, that's kind of confusing. Okay, so your car caught on fire, but
he had just left the mechanics.
Yeah, just left the mechanic. Oh, so you're not sure if you want to take him to court or not. I see. Well,
he's not sure what the next step.
I'm not sure either. I'm really sorry that happened. Cars for most people aren't just something that you can just rush right out and replace it, no problem. So I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, a couple of things. I did buy some water chestnuts and some bean sprouts to go in tonight's stir fry. So I'm just going to pop them open, kind of, part way anyway. Just going to set them over on the sink area upside down and let them drain out while I'm doing everything else. What's that?
Lisa's here.
Hi, Lisa. Hey, Wild Man. I just drew your name, Wild Man. Come on.
Jessica says she can't reach Diet Coke. Can you get it for her?
Sure.
And Carol says, Jessica, pinched nerve in your neck, but that's a smiling face, so I'm not sure what she's talking about.
Woo! So, Wild Man, I drew your request of... I just drew it, so don't you dare tell me. A Denver omelet. So that'll be coming up next weekend. Okay. So I'm going to get started on veg prep for the stir fry. And it's going to start with some pepper. How about that?
Yep.
A little bell pepper action. Got some bell pepper, regular white onion, some green onions, celery, carrot, and some onion. I did not grab myself a little refuse bag. Let me do that. Okay. So technically, I guess this isn't going to be stir fry. I mean, you need a wok that's at like 700 degrees to get a good stir fry, but this will be about as approximate to it as I can get. If I tried to put that pan at 700 degrees, it'd probably melt.
Lisa said that Wild Man is up at 10.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they'll log on in a bit. And a bit of celery here.
Eli says, does the Denver omelet have Rocky Mountain oysters?
Ooh! No, and I'm glad it doesn't. That would be horrible. You must like your omelets pretty gamey. Yes, yes, yes. Stir fry. I don't mind that a bit. Oh. So, hey, oh, here is, nope, that one fell out. That one fell out. Put that back in there. We're having stir-fried chicken. What are you guys having? I want to know. Always. You know, when you log on, you should just say, hey, old guy, we're having blah, blah, blah. Whatever for dinner. If you say blah, 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 then I'm really going to think you're actually found some food called blah.
Blah, blah.
Blah.
Jessica said for lunch today she had chicken and stuffing and baked potatoes.
Oh, that sounds good. Was it a baked chicken or fried or Sunday roaster? Yummy. Chicken's always a good dinner. We're having some tonight. How about the rest of you? There'll be lots of veggie in this. Lots of veggie. Oh yeah. Lots of veg. And I'm also going to slice up some jalapeno too, I think, just to give it a little extra zip.
Nachos, Carol said.
Nachos. That's a good dinner.
Eli says, I love the smell of chicken bean fried.
Me too. This is not the carrot I just got. This is not my carrot.
Jessica said fried chicken, and then for dessert, my dad's going to make me an ice cream with oysters topping.
What's that?
Hang on. Hello. I'm okay, how are you? Good.
Okay. That's bound to be my brother telling me what they're having. Actually, telling Mrs. Old Guy, and then she'll tell everybody else.
Cool.
Oops. Dropped another one. Let's get that back in the cage.
Okay. Okay. I will let him know. Yep, have a good day. Bye. They're having homemade pizza, pepperoni, hamburger, mushrooms, jalapenos, and a couple other things.
Nice. Yummy. Yeah, we had pizza, what, a week or so ago? 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
Yummy. Hey, homemade pizza is always the best.
And Lisa's having a TV dinner, a chicken TV dinner.
Cool. Any particular brand? I'm just curious if you're like, fan of any particular, like, I always had the Swansons when I grew up. Banquet once in a while, but mostly it was Swanson TV dinner. I'm just curious. Matters not. Oh. Matters not. right, let's dice up a little bit of this jalapeno here. Fairly thin slices on this. Probably not going to put the whole thing in. A little more than half. That should be good.
I guess you could ask how your leg is if it's bothering you today.
Yes, it's really bothering me. I'll be I've got to go get a couple of MRIs done, and then I'll see an orthopedic surgeon and go from there. It's been 3 months since I fell, and if it's not getting better, it's getting worse. So my guess is they're probably going to have to do something other than just, immobilize my knee for a while. I think they're going to have to probably do a little surgery, but I don't know. We'll find out.
Yep.
We will find out. Now, if there is, I don't have any idea if it would be like a day surgery or something. Just, I do not know. Oh, that looks pretty good. This old guy likes carrot. Maybe one more, huh? Don't worry, guys. The rest of these are going in for a stock later, so. Okay. They're not going to go to waste. Just going to make myself a little bit of room. Still got to cut up these green onions. I want a little fresh garlic for the sauce. Wow, that's a big one. That's a honker there. What do they call it, a honker? Just wonder that dumb things like that. Alright. It's going to be good. A little yummy stir fry action.
Jessica says, well, good luck with it. Good luck. And in case you didn't hear, my dad is making me a vanilla ice cream with oyster toppings and sprinkles.
And what did you do that was so bad that you have to endure that? What did you do? Oh yeah. Good enough. Good enough.
What is your favorite green veggie?
Yeah. My favorite green veggie. Wow. I gotta make a choice. Well, I'll give you my top two. The ones that I would eat anytime. Asparagus and spinach.
Yep.
But there's a lot of other green stuff I like too. Brussels sprouts. I like your Brussels sprouts. Yeah. There's not many green veggies that I don't like. I really don't care for lima beans, but I'll still eat them. So. All right. Some of these are going in there. The rest of them going in the sauce. I'm just going to mix that sauce right up here.
He says, I thought you were going to say kale.
Kale? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I've mentioned it before that my favorite way to deal with that is to add coconut oil so it slips right into the trash can. Okay, so green onion. You know, I should wait just for a second, I think, to put those in. About a half a cup of just some chicken stock here. Some mirin. And again, I don't measure a whole lot when it comes to this. I just kind of add some in and then I'll taste it. Ooh! I made it wrong. I made it right. You'll be able to tell when I taste it. Okay. A little bit of soy. A little bit of soy sauce. Oops. That did it.
Jessica says, any green vegetable that's not peas or anything like spicy peppers or anything like carrots. I like green. I like corn. I like corn creamed and cauliflower.
Yeah, there's lots and lots of green vegetables. Lettuce is, I mean, how many different kinds of lettuce are there? So.
Yeah.
All right. And then just getting myself. Yeah.
Pull your chair over and sit there and cut.
What's that?
Pull your chair up and sit there and cut them.
It's awkward.
Okay.
And the last thing I want to do is be awkward with a chef knife in my hand.
Yes.
It's okay. Once I start cooking, it won't be so much back and forth. Or maybe it will.
Do you like mushy green peas?
Mushy peas. Yeah, I like peas, so I don't have a problem with mushy peas or pea soup or that. Peas are just fine with me. Don't mind them a bit. Almost got some sugar peas for today.
Yeah.
But, wow, they want way too much for them. But, nah. I don't want them that bad. Let's put this over here. Okay. Let me get these kind of crushed up here. Don't run. You're not going anywhere, garlic. Except for in my food. Woo! Nice fresh one. Come on. Get off there. It is. All right. Get this peel off of here. And get this other one crushed. Ooh. So it has been getting cooler and cooler in the evenings now. I think we're just about to the point now to where we're going to start shutting the window at night. We open them when the spring hits. We start opening them up, at night. But now it's that time of year where we're getting into the mid 40s or so at night, and that's a little bit chilly. it is. But I've got a fun little project we've been working on. So, in the rehearsals for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, that'll keep me busy.
Yeah. Jessica says, well, anyone should like lettuce. It's very refreshing. I love lettuce with ranch or Russian.
Yeah. It's good that, yeah, absolutely. Lettuce is good with, that's why they make salad with it, Lends itself to pretty much whatever you put on it. Sometimes I just like to use some white vinegar.
Yep.
Or white balsamic vinegar. There's a huge difference.
Eli says, we are also getting a cold front. Going to be in the 90s finally.
Ooh.
With a freezing face.
Cold. Well, seeing how you live where you do, I guess that's about right, huh? For some fall weather. All right. Let's get that in here. Okay. Excellent. We got a little bit of sugar here. It's going to add some. Give it a whisk and then I'll see if I want to add more. Alright, hey, here's a good little thingy. Do you think I'm going to have to add something more to this? Or am I going to like it just as it is, except for putting the green onion in? So what do you think? Am I going to like it just like it is, or need to add nothing else? And whether I have to add more or not, I will be putting in some cornstarch, so we're going to omit that from the equation. I'm going to pick up this little bit of mess here, and you guys can let us know what you think. Yes. Get that off here. I think I should go ahead and grab a bag and get some of these vegetables wrapped back up. Just going to put them together. It don't matter. They're all going into the same place. Very good. Oh yeah. Might be done with that. I guess I'll leave it there. Oh. Nobody's got a guess?
Nobody answered yet.
Well, it's fine. I got time. Come on, I want to hear from somebody. Am I going to like this sauce as it is? Or do I need to add something more to it? What do you think is going to happen? You saw how I did it. I just poured some of that and some of that and some of that. And a little bit of this. So what do you think? Have I got it right? Am I going to like it like this? We're going to stay on this subject until somebody starts answering some questions around here.
Carol said like, but I'm not sure if it's okay or if it's not.
Carol, answer the question. Same thing with you, Eli. The rest of you.
Jessica, Lisa.
Come on, yep, let's go, folks. I'm going to stay right on this subject. I want you to tell me if you think I'm... Am I going to like it as it sits? Do I have to add something more? Come on.
You gotta add some stuff from Eli and Carol. Eli said sesame and Carol said vinegar.
Okay. Think I'm going to add more vinegar? More... Okay, no, it's good. Good. We're getting some community participation. Well, Tell you what I'm going to do then. Oh! Got a spoon here. I'll give it just a little bit of a taste. Wow. Sorry, folks. She's good, just like she sits. It's really tasty. I'm going to put in that cornstarch I mentioned. And I add this to the pan at the end. I'm going to make it a glazy sort of sauce.
Jessica says you're going to have to add a lot of tuna.
A lot of tuna?
A lot
of tuna.
A lot.
Woo! Well, I can sure tell I've been up around doing stuff today.
Joshua is here.
Hey, Joshua, happy Saturday. Welcome to Limpy's world. Oh, boy. Oh, that reminds me.
Jessica says you're going to like it as it is, I promise.
I wanted to put some glasses in the freezer
Oh,
so that when I make the milkshake, it just doesn't melt in a warm glass. So
Eli's got a question.
Okay, Eli, shoot.
Have you ever made blueberry sweet and sour sauce?
Blueberry sweet and sour. No, I have not. Well, no, you've tried my hot blueberry barbecue sauce. But yeah, that's about as close as I've gotten to a sweet and sour blueberry. Yeah, and that's not very close because that was a barbecue sauce. But all right, I can dump the rest of this sugar back into the container. Let's put it in the right container.
Yeah, I was going to say that one ain't it.
Yeah, I've done that before. Had some sugar that I didn't use. Dump it into the flour. It's like, oh, why did I do that? Let me tell you, it's a lot easier to put in than it is to take out. Just so you know. All right. Yeah, I guess I'm done with the veggies. I can just use this cutting board. So I got some chicken thighs here. My usual choice of chicken meat. Just gonna pull the skin off, maybe trim a little bit of fat. Get the bones out of it.
Eli said that barbecue sauce ruined all other barbecue sauces forever. Best ever.
Well, Eli, if you want, I think I've offered it to you before. If you want the recipe, all you got to do is say so. And you can recreate that magic moment that you had between me and my barbecue sauce. So we can make that happen. It's up to you. You got my email address. Alright. Alright. Let's get this boned out real quick. Goes pretty quickly. Easier than a chicken leg.
Yep. He says, I doubt I can make it as good as you.
Well, if you can follow a recipe, you can make it as good as me. Because that's all I do is follow my recipes. So there's nothing I guess about that. Everything I put in it, I've got written down. So pretty much foolproof. Anybody could make my sauce as long as they can get to the ingredients, which there's nothing too terribly exotic. Oh yeah, this is coming nicely. Trim off this last little bit. Ooh boy. Sorry guys. Oh. Yeah. What? I've had this sitting here since the beginning of the stream. And I guess it just creates too much of a suction. Nothing drained out of them.
Oh.
I figured they would have drained pretty well. That's what I get for thinking.
Jessica says, can I have that special moment between you and the sauce, LOL?
Well, you can, but the only way for that to really happen is for you to have my barbecue sauce. And so if you want the recipe, and I can give it to you in a reduced size so that you don't have to make what I would call a full batch, which makes pretty close to like 5 gallons. So, but I could, bring that down to a few pint jars that work pretty good for, a barbecue.
Lisa says, did you go to the hospital and get an ultrasound on your leg to see if you got a blood clot?
Nope. It's not a blood clot. I did go see my doctor, and he checked out my knee, and he said that it was probably a ruptured or torn meniscus. So you can look that up. It was to where it is in your knee and what it does, but so, and he said it may or may not take surgery depending on what the MRI says. So
Yep.
until that happens, it's going to be hop along Cassidy. Not much I can do about it.
We've got the appointment, we just gotta wait till then.
Yeah. Yep, that's the thing about it. Sometimes it takes a bit. In this case, a little more than 2 weeks. So it's just how she rolls.
Carol says, didn't even need a boning knife. Or don't even need a boning knife.
No, a little paring knife works just fine. Don't necessarily need a boning knife for everything. depending on what you're trying to debone, I would imagine. Something small like this, yeah, it's going to work fine. Trying to debone a cow or something, probably not so
Might
much.
take a while.
Okay. Come here. What did I do with the rest of it? Did I carry it off already?
So that bowl right there, maybe?
Yep. But it's like, wow. All that's going into a chicken stock later, guys, just so you know.
Lisa says we will pray for you, Tom.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, well, I guess this is about the time when I should start actually cooking something. I guess. Let's see how well I do doing two at a time here, shall we?
Lori Renaud is there?
Lori.
Renaud?
Lori Renaud. Well, I don't recognize the name Lori, but welcome.
She says, don't go to the hospital, they will mess you up.
Hey, a hospital saved my life. 2019, I wouldn't be here. So, yeah, hospitals are not a bad thing. Welcome. What happens here on Saturday nights is I cook food that you guys request. And how I draw that is out of a basket over here, because there's a bunch of requests. But they all get put in right away, and they have just as good a chance as being picked if you put one in today as somebody had that put one in 6 months ago. It's all the same basket. They're all at the same time, so there's that. We're making some stir-fried chicken. Not that this actually qualifies as stir-frying, but stir-fry nonetheless. And I'm just getting ready to actually start cooking.
She says, I'm a nurse.
Oh, you're a nurse. Well, good. Then you should know. Yeah. Hospitals are a good thing. Otherwise, I don't suppose you would be a nurse if you didn't think that the medical profession was worth its while. I do. In fact, one of my friends had the same thing happen to him yesterday morning that happened to me. Day before yesterday. So, in fact, he's had the same surgeon I had, and he's in the same room that I was in.
Yep.
So, yeah, there's that. All right.
Carol said, not my nurse.
Oh, no. All right. I'm going to get that fried up here. A little bit of rice in there just to get that going. Get the veg rocking here. Nice little color melody going there.
Lori says, do what you want.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You as well.
Carol says, I'm a nurse and I would pick me.
Hey, I don't always go to hospitals, but when I do, I need to. A little salt on them veggies. Just your regular old salt. I made a bigger stovetop. She smells food cooking. Don't you, little girl? Our little lady dog. Alright. Get this kind of busted out a little bit here. Oh yeah. Nice colors. Ooh, can definitely get the that whiff of the jalapeno. Yay. Let that rice just kind of do its thing for a minute. This will probably be done a little bit quicker than the rest of it, but that's okay. That is no big deal to me. Just a mixed veg, guys. Throw that in. We're cooking with actual heat now. Woohoo! All right, let's get this chicken. Let's get the chicken in the pot. All right. So far, so good, guys. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. This will take just a few minutes. Make sure that chicken's cooked. I'm not going to be serving any chicken tartare. I did get some cashews here to throw on the top of our dish as a garnish. Some yummy, what are they? I'll get it one of these days. Cashews that are roasted with coconut. So I figured that would go really well.
Lisa says, hey Tom, do you like sweet and sour duck with stuff and rice?
Hang on a minute. Say that again.
Do you like sweet and sour duck with stuff and rice?
Sweet and sour duck. I don't think I've ever had sweet and sour duck, so I don't have an answer for that. I don't know if
I've never heard of
a stuffed duck. Yeah, I've had Peking duck, but I've never had a stuffed duck. It was funny, we get our dog food at a Tractor Supply place. I had to go get some the other day. The lady at the cashier says, you ought to bring your dogs in Saturday. We're having a dog, you ought to be here Saturday. We're having a dog tasting. So I asked her pretty matter-of-factly, what do dogs taste like? Well, what she meant to say is that they're having a bunch of treats available for your dogs to sample, and bring your dog in and we'll give them some treats. Yeah. But a dog tasting. So, yeah, I don't know what dog tastes like. I'm not sure I'm going to like it. Alright. That's looking really good.
Have you ever had Rocky Balboa eggs?
Rocky Balboa eggs. I'm afraid to ask what that is, but what is Rocky Balboa eggs? Raw, like just turn some raw eggs? Is that what you're kind of getting at?
That was up by Eli.
Eli, that's what I'm guessing. A little more oil, just a tad, little bit. Gonna crack some eggs in here. Chicken's pretty close to done. All right. Couple eggs in there.
Eli said, yeah, just down the hatch.
Yeah, no thanks. It's just about as bad as the raw oysters. I can't do it. I like them cooked just fine. Oyster stew, fried oysters, even oysters Rockefeller, which is still in the shell, but they get cooked a little bit. They've got that crispy breading on the top. Yeah, I can eat that, but just not the salty, slimy, raw sea booger.
Cheryl said, yep, he ate them raw. Jessica says, do you ever take your dogs to see Santa at PetSmart?
No, because we don't really shop at PetSmart. There's not one that's anywhere near local to us, and the times we have shopped there, they've been a little more pricey than I'd like to spend for like a dog leash or whatever, a dog toy. We have other dogs in the past that we've had, a PetSmart nearby.
Yeah.
Alright. This rice is just about done here. Looks pretty good. So, a little bit of soy on here. Not a lot. Alright. That looks like some pretty decent fried rice. This chicken is pretty sure is done. Let's get this sauce added in now. Don't want to dump it in all at once. Give it time to thicken and see how much more I need. If I need it, I can add it. Certainly a lot easier to put it in than it is to try and take it out. Oh, they're just about there. I'm going to give it just a little bit more. Oh yeah. I think we can call that ready.
Yeah.
Are you hungry, Mrs. Old Guy? Me too. Me too. Guess I'm gonna have to walk over. Oh! I'm almost ready to mess up here and forget my other two veggies.
Thoughts on ferrets?
Thoughts on ferrets. I'm never really had too many. Thoughts on ferrets? Cool little critters, but that's about it.
Nothing Jessica.
Yeah, I don't have any real thoughts about ferrets. It's not something that normally comes up in my everyday life, so come on. Thoughts on ferrets. What are your thoughts on ferrets?
Lisa says, I'm sorry, Tom, I gotta go, my mom.
Well, I sure hope everything's okay.
Have a good weekend.
Alright, and some water chestnuts here. Okay, now.
Jessica says, my sister has a husky and she takes him to get a picture taken with him. That's why I asked.
No, we just, well, like I said, we don't have one that's anywhere nearby, so.
Yeah.
That, and because of where we live, we weren't able to socialize our puppies like I would have liked to. So they don't get along with other dogs at all. So if we were to bring them to PetSmart or something and try to go into the store with them, it would not be a good thing.
No, they'd probably end up in a fight.
Yep. All right. Bowl or a plate? Let's do a bowl.
Yep, that's fine. Careful.
Well, that wasn't nice.
Jessica says, I'm still thinking that I'm going to bring my hamster to see Santa.
Bring your hamster to see Santa? Aww. What's your hamster's name? Okay. Lots of vegetables.
Yum. Eli says, is there anything you miss about the city?
Other than things being convenient, like we don't have to drive a 40-mile round trip to go to the grocery store, Other than that, there's absolutely nothing I miss about living in the city. Nothing at all.
Crazy Food Cruiser?
Hey guys! Crazy Crew! You're just in time for dinner. And I heard from a little bird that Wild Man is over at your place. And I just wanted to let him know that I drew Denver Omelet. So next weekend, because I didn't draw it last weekend, I forgot. All right, let me grab a...
Actually, it's 2 weeks away.
No. Is it 2 weeks? Which came up next? What came up first? I can't see. Just tell me.
The Ramaki and the Swedish meatballs.
Oh, Swedish meatball. Okay, so 2 weeks. Sorry. It'll be towards the end of the month. Yes, I stand corrected. Which, actually, I'm kind of glad I'm even standing at all at this point. Boy, let's get this out of my way. That's what I get for not planning to get silverware ahead of time. Okay, pull this back. All right. So let's show you guys. Let's show the folks at home. Okay, there is fried rice with the stir-fried chicken. Looks good. It's got your cashews on the top. Yep. For those of you that missed it, inside there's garlic and onion, jalapeno, red bell pepper, yellow onion, celery and carrot. And in the rice, there's some mixed veg, peas, carrots, corn, and beans. Lots of veggies. Okay, Mrs. Olguy, do you want the soy?
I'll try it this way first.
Okay. All right, guys.
Jessica says, yeah, that makes sense. My cousin's dog doesn't get along with other dogs either. And then her hamster name is Stefan. I adopted him a month ago.
Stefan. Nice.
And John's here.
Hi, John. Happy Saturday. That's good. It has, there wasn't any jalapeno in that bite, but I got some heat from it. Most definitely.
Tim said, yeah, Wild Man is here. We just ate dinner ourselves. He said, cool beans on the dinner omelet.
Awesome. Oh, and since we're eating dinner, and I always like to ask, what did you guys have? Did you order yourself up a pizza, or? Yeah. You like that?
Uh-huh.
And the sweetness from that coconut coating on these cashews is just, it's a nice flavor contrast and a nice texture contrast. It's really good. I'm thoroughly enjoying that. I'm glad that I decided to put them on. It was kind of a last minute thing. Really good.
Taco Bell and McDonald's.
Taco Bell and McDonald's. Nice. Who had Taco Bell? All of you, or was it just one of you? Just curious. Just curious. This tastes like something I'd eat.
Yep. Eli says, one of these days I need to put on my finest tuxedo t-shirt and make reservations at Frizoli's.
You should make a video. Very long time ago in Boulder, Colorado, Halloween night, it was kind of early in the evening at one of the McDonald's there. I was sitting down with a friend. We were having some food, and this big black limousine pulls up right by the door. And this guy gets out, and he opened up the trunk, and he pulls out this hunk of red carpet about yay wide. It was a roll about that big, and he humps it over to the door, and he rolled it out and went to the table and set up a tablecloth, and he put out some china plates and wine glasses and all that stuff. Ordered food. He brought it over to the table, and he put the fries and the burgers on the plates, and he poured Cokes into these, tall wine goblet things that he had there, and opened the door, and these two college students dressed as rich Arabs or something. You know, they strolled out of the car and the red carpet and sat down and had their Big Mac or whatever it was and fries with a fork and a knife and drinking their Coke out of a wine glass. It was actually pretty funny.
Tim said, me and Kinsey had Taco Bell and Uncle and Nate won't touch Taco Bell. LOL.
Fair enough.
And Jessica wants to know what our pets will be dressing up as Halloween or fur babies.
Mm. You're going to be dressed up as fart monsters. That's right. Mr. and Mrs. Fart Monster. Oh, man. I don't know. Is that an answer? How about your hamster? You got a cute little hamster costume? I don't know. Do they have hamster costumes?
I don't have any idea.
There might be a market for it.
She spoke of Diet Coke. Do you have any more to spare?
You bet. Help yourself. You know where the fridge is. Don't worry about cleaning it up. Polly and Chumley will head over there and just lick it up off the floor and whatnot. If there's some on the table, they'll lick that off too, so.
Mm-hmm.
No worries. That's something about my plates and dishes. They are just as clean as soap and water can get them. Here soap, here water.
Who woke her up? What? She's like, what do you got for me?
I think I may have told you folks about the last time that Mrs. Old Guy and I went to a $1 a scoop restaurant. She wasn't happy with what she got. Pretty much just breaded chicken fat
It was nasty.
on her first 2 bites. So I brought the plate back up to the guy and I says, "Yep, can I get something different? You know, the wife doesn't really like this." And this is, I mean, the honest truth. He took that plate with her food, including those 2 chewed up bites that she spit out, and scraped it back into the serving tray that they had on the line. Okay, I never went to another one after that, and probably never will. Not that there is any more $1 a scoop, $2, $3, whatever scoop. We ain't going. Hey, that's just one of those things that you can't believe you just saw somebody do. Really?
Yeah.
You actually just did that. Hey, Mrs. Old Guy, I just thought of something. We have a little bit of rice left. After the stream, I could make us a little rice pudding. Love milkshakes. And I'm sure the peanut butter chocolate one will be good. But like a little later, I'm going to want something for dessert. I mean, a little more. Mm. Yeah,
It's got a nice little heat to it.
it does. And what do you think about those cashew bites?
Yep. It's a nice flavor. She said they do make hamster costumes.
They do. Awesome. What? I mean, can you give me an example of like what kind of costume? I am really curious. What?
Johnny says, I finally stayed connected to you.
Johnny, hey man. Man. You got here just in time. There's still plenty of stir fry, still plenty of fried rice. Help yourself, you're gonna love it. The addition of the coconut coated cashews just really kind of put this stir fry over the edge. Yummy. I mean, that's really good. Now comes the hard part. I'm going to have to stand up and walk again. I'm not looking forward to it. Oh. Woo! Well, let you know you're still alive. I think I'll just finish this off right here. Save myself from walking back. I gotta walk back and get ice cream and milk here in a minute. We'll make that dessert. Oh, the ice cream's out there in the big freezer. Mm-hmm. Well, that's all right. Mm-hmm. Last few weeks, people have been really, around here, have been really strange. Not like acting like normal, especially some of the people that I know. It's like everybody's on edge. Nobody wants to be agreeable or be friendly or be sociable at all. Just very self-centered and grumpy and just way out of character from how I know them normally, which is really weird. Something in the air, folks.
Yeah. Let me catch up here real quick.
Sure.
Jessica says she'll probably dress the hamster up as a cowboy. And Johnny said, Jessica, it's a National Hamster Cowboy Day on Halloween. Perfect. Lisa Elliott is here. Good evening. Johnny sent me.
Oh, Elliot. Welcome to Old Guy's Kitchen.
Lisa.
Oh, Lisa.
Lisa Elliott.
Oh, Lisa Elliott. Okay. Well, welcome, Lisa. Saturdays, I cook what you guys, the viewers, have requested. Let's say beef stroganoff. My wife writes it down on a piece of paper. I immediately stick it in this basket over here. And then I spin it around and I draw what's coming up. And I usually try to stay 2 weeks ahead of time. So the next 2 weeks are going to be, let me see if I can remember. Next week is roulade, whatever that bacon wrap water chestnut appetizer is. I can't remember if that's the right way to say it. And let me see if I can remember what else was drawn. I remember the week after, and that's going to be Denver omelets towards the end of the month. But next weekend, I wasn't sure that if it were exactly went along. Just tell me, I don't remember. Swedish meatballs! Of course it is. So other than that, we just laugh and have some fun, poke fun, have a few jokes, laugh at me if I have an oh no, which I've had a few.
So Johnny asked what happened to you.
Oh, back in June when we were working, just a quick backup. Last summer, we put about 100 feet around the side of the house and in the front of roof extension to keep the water away from this old house. And this spring, we put all the soffit up in there. And I was bringing stuff in from our carport into the front yard area, and there was a drywall lift in my way, and I didn't get my foot picked up over the leg very good, and I just fell flat. I'm lucky I didn't hit my face. It was just a quick bam, flat fall, and so it damaged the meniscus. At least that's what the doctor thinks, in my left knee, and I also damaged my left elbow, but it's not quite as bad as, as pain-wise as my knee, because I don't, use it a whole lot more. So anyway, that's what the fun is, and my guess is I'll probably have to have surgery. I hope not, but in the last 2 weeks, it's been getting progressively worse. So, finding out, Johnny, that us old guys, when we fall down, it's just as easy to fall as ever before. But it's that getting back up off the ground that takes a minute. So.
He said that he made some really good orange chicken once using orange marmalade. I need to make it again.
Who made that?
Eli.
Yum. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we did a TGI Fridays copycat shrimp appetizer. It was coconut shrimp, which had the orange marmalade, spicy kind of orange marmalade dip. Really good. Really good.
Eli says candy corn is in there. That's why all the strangeness. Johnny says everything is off in society right now. It's universal. Propaganda and other stuff is likely. It's so widespread.
Unbelievable. People really think that up is down.
Jessica says they should have a hamster day like they have dog days and like they have cat days.
They might have a National Hamster Day. I bet if you just go to Google and ask, when is National Hamster Day? I'll wager you that there's probably a day for it. There's a day for just about everything else.
Johnny says, right to the office that decides this. I'll bet you will get them to consider it.
Yeah. Wow. All right. That was a really, really good stir fry. In fact, I could easily eat another bowl full. But I'm not going to do that. Just because there would be a consequence, and I don't really want to pay that price. So
Lisa said, yum.
I think I'll mullinger here for just a minute, and then grab some ice cream and some peanut butter, and we'll do some peanut butter chocolate milkshakes.
Yum.
I really hope it just kind of tastes like a liquid Reese's. That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good. I did talk with Tim from Crazy Food Crew, and they are presently working on the next challenge, food challenge, since Wild Man improved. He was, why they call him the Wild Man. He powered down that just absolutely disgusting milkshake like anybody. I mean, it's just a champion. He just powered it down. I was gagging off of just the smell, yet alone the taste. So, yeah, for those of you that didn't see it, 3 channels, myself, the Crazy Food Crew, and Destin Goblin did a challenge, which was who could drink a Vienna sausage milkshake the quickest. And there was just no competition, really. I mean, Wild Man it was gone, and Destin Goblin and I were both like sitting there with almost full glasses left. It smelled so bad, I didn't want to pour it down my kitchen sink. I took it into the bathroom and I poured it down the toilet. It smelled so bad. Ooh. It's amazing how the flavor of things will change once you put it in a blender. Some foods you're just not meant to blend. That's one of them.
Eli says I've had those meatballs at IKEA.
Swedish meatballs. Many years ago when I was in California, at this place I was at, they were predominantly Italian food, but they also did caterings for weddings, and so they would whatever menu they wanted. And in this one particular case, it was Swedish meatballs, and we had to make 5,000 Swedish meatballs, and it took me a long time before I wanted to make Swedish meatballs again. I mean, it was probably 20 years at least after that before I made them again. It was just such a pain in the ass.
Johnny says, letting your hair grow out, I see, old guy.
I am. Yep, I'm turning into a regular hippie.
Lisa said, sorry to hear about your knee.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Me too. It was just one of those things, tripped and fell. I'm just glad that I didn't seriously injure myself, which I could have shattered my elbow or whatever. So, I mean, I'm hurt, but I'm still moving around, so that's okay. But thank you, I appreciate that.
Johnny says, wow, that's awful. It is 80% likely that it is your inside medical meniscus, and if it gives out, you will need surgery.
Yep.
He says if it is a longitudinal tear, they can suture it and staple it. If it's a cross tear across the meniscus, then they have other options.
Yep. Yep. And right now I just really have absolutely no idea the extent of the injury, and if I've made it worse, because there was a couple of times after I got done doing the soffit, there was a couple other little projects that I did, and I got down on my knees, to do part of that project, and
Yeah.
yow, yeah, I instantly regretted it. So yeah, I hope I didn't make it worse, but I might have, and that's maybe why I'm having as much additional problem now. But I really didn't think that it was anything. I mean, I've fallen down and banged my knee before.
Yep. Johnny says, I don't know how you can do that. 5,000 Swedish meatballs? That would be hell, meatball hell.
Well, it was, and it wasn't just me making them. Luckily, there was 3 of us that were putting them together, but it still took us 3 days, 3 of us, to make 5,000 Swedish meatballs, and then the gravy and all that, and get them packed into the hot trays to get sent out. And other guys did the pasta part, but yeah.
Johnny said, I had the same surgery. I got it during a hockey game at 10 years old.
Ooh. Wow. Ouch.
Yeah.
I bet that wasn't very comfortable. And if it was anything like I'm feeling right now, I'm sorry that happened to you. Yeah, that's so much
Next
fun.
challenge, hot dog water seltzer.
Hot dog water seltzer?
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna beat. I mean, okay, that's bad, but if you want to go back and look for Pops Off on my channel, Pops Off the Clown does a candy corn hot dog and washes it down with candy corn hot dog water. Warm candy corn hot dog water. And
Johnny says, I would do hot dogs and seltzer water.
Yeah, I mean, hot dogs are, they're not, they're not horrible, but you can do horrible things to them.
Jessica says, I'll give you an easy challenge because you make me laugh. Your next challenge is just going to be eat an entire gallon of vanilla ice cream on stream with no cuts.
With no what?
No cuts.
No cuts, yeah, I can't.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole gallon of ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Jessica, I would, if it was a few years ago, I would definitely take you up on that. But, yeah, I don't, I doubt seriously if I would even get a gallon down before it just came right back up. In fact, I can pretty well guarantee you that's what would happen. Yeah, that much dairy.
Oh, that would you pay a big
I'd
price for
pay
that.
a pretty good price for that one. Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately, with with the way things are, my gut just cannot tolerate some of the things that I used to do. So, I miss the days of cooking up a whole package of bacon and sitting in front of the TV and eating it like popcorn, watching a movie.
Johnny says, at that time, old guy, my dad knew the best surgeons in the area. At that time, they could cut out the meniscus when it was torn, your knee was doomed. My doctor operated on it and fixed it, thank God.
Oh yeah, yeah. Things have changed quite a bit since we were youngins. So, yep.
Jessica says, from biker to hillbilly, LOL. Don't know. I like the mohawk.
Oh, you liked my mohawk, did you? I might get me another ham hock one of these days. All right, I think I'm going to wander out of your view for just a second and go get some vanilla ice cream to make this shake. I'm running, guys. Quick as I can hobble.
Oh, Lisa's ice cream. Really?
Ice cream, oh boy. Cutting board I didn't use, I might as well put it back. All right, little moo juice. Chocolate syrup. Peanut butter. I think we're rocking on ready here. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to move the table again just for a second. Get something to scoop this stuff out with. Ooh, a brand new jar.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right. Should be good.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think I've ever had a peanut butter chocolate milkshake. I don't know how much to put in, so I'm just going to put in a nice big blob.
Carol says your hips might need therapy when your knee is done.
Well, I'm already dealing with an injury on my right leg that I had in the military. So, normally I use my left leg or my right leg to left leg to help support what's going on with my right leg, and now that my left leg hurts more than my right leg does, I've been using my right leg more. So none of it's very good. It's not been a fun few weeks.
He needs therapy when it's done. He'll get therapy.
Hang on. Gonna wash this off. I don't want to get peanut butter all over the inside of my ice cream container.
No.
Oh, come on, let go of it.
Yep, it should just fall off.
Well, it should, but it don't. There. Jeez. It's got some kind of extra,
Oh.
but there's no place to really put your finger to get it.
Carol says getting old is not for wimps.
Nope. At least that's what I think about it anyway. All right. Lots of ice cream here. Let's actually get it into the blender. There you go. Good job, Tom. You must have done this before. A little shot of milk.
Jessica says, okay, so I will change the challenge to change it to Jell-O, 2,100 cups each.
2,100 cups of Jell-O.
That's what she says, Jell-O, 2,100 cups each.
How is that even possible?
Maybe 20 different kinds of Jell-O and 100 cups each. I don't know.
All right, hang on here. If you got headset on, just kind of be warned, it might be a little bit loud. Come on. Jeez. Thing doesn't want to give up the ghost here.
Jessica said, sorry, typo, I meant to say 80. I think that's what she said, it's behind that heart thing that we moved here. Yes.
So, make what? To do what now? The challenge is what? Jello?
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay, go ahead. What'd you say?
She meant to say 80.
8?
80.
80 cups. Oh, well, might as well still be 2,100. I couldn't eat 80 cups of anything, I don't think. 80 cups,
That's a lot.
that's a lot. That's several gallons. There's 16 cups in a gallon, so do the math. 8 gallons or more. All right, we'll pull out our nice frosty glasses here.
The challenge is 80 cups of Jello, she said.
Yep. Well, I don't think I can do that. I just, I don't physically would not be able to consume that much. It's got an interesting texture.
Yeah. I bet it does with peanut butter.
All right. Throw a little water in there. Okay, don't stand up, I don't care. There you go. Chocolate peanut butter shake. Oh.
That's really good. Very peanut buttery.
Yeah. And it actually does kind of remind me of a Reese's.
Yep. Jessica says, I seriously eat 50 cups in a sitting.
50 cups of Jello in a sitting. Now we're talking 8-ounce cups, or are you just talking like a little 2 or 3 ounce plastic cup? Because I guess you can call anything, this is a cup.
She says, I like to make fraps by hand and just eat it from the bowl, and then I stir it with a spoon, and then I just eat it like ice cream, but it's frap texture.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that.
So Eli wants to know,
Yes.
have you ever made strawberry or chocolate rice pudding?
No, I've never made a rice pudding other than the flavor of just, they're like with a little cinnamon, maybe some nutmeg. That's been about the extent of the flavor, so it's pretty much just a traditional rice pudding. I've never made a flavored one. It sounds like it would be good. I think maybe the strawberry, personally, I think the strawberry would be better than chocolate. I don't know how good rice and chocolate would go together, but I can see it with the strawberry. Maybe. I don't know.
Jessica says the little to-go ones that you would bring for lunch for kids or whatever the kids' ones are already made.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was going to say 50 8-ounce cups. You're still looking 3 or 4 gallons. At 50 of them. So, I do have a knee brace on, just so you know. That's a really nice shake. It's very satisfying.
Yeah, it is.
That's yummy. Oh, that's yummy. Yummy. So I don't know if any of you folks in the areas where you live, if they have a theater that has a shadow cast of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and if you've never been to one, you should go. I think last year was the first time I watched the movie in its entirety without distraction. And I was like, well, yeah, the it's okay. It's got some good music in it and whatnot. And the story's, a little different. But going to the theater, and even if I wasn't part of the shadow cast, just going to the theater and being in the audience, I've never seen an audience participation in a movie like that before, ever. It was just
it's a fun time.
Way fun. So much fun. So if you have a chance, do something different, check it out. They usually have them around Halloween time.
Yep. Eli says bacon apple pie.
Mm-hmm. That would be good.
Jessica says, LOL, I got to go. I'm sorry I was being weird today, but the questions, I really didn't have much to say and wanted to chat. My life was a very hoot and berry day.
Well, Jessica, you are always welcome. And, I like your comments and I like your questions, so don't feel that you're being a bother in any way. So, you're tops in my book. So you're all good.
Carol says, I craved peanut butter milkshakes when I was pregnant with my middle child.
It's a nice combination. It's not something I would normally think of to do. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it was too much of either one. Too much chocolate or too much peanut butter is just about right between the two. Like I said, it's very interesting texture. It has an extra kind of smoothness to it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, and almost gone.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Eli says, I'm really waiting for Pops Off season.
Pops Off, yeah. I'm, kind of anxious for him to come around too. We'll see. He's he's very unpredictable. He scares me sometimes.
pretty tasty.
Oh, yeah, that was it. A really good milkshake. I don't remember who suggested that. Do you? Was it? We did. I think we did keep track. Mrs. Old Guy tries to write down this stuff, especially the things that have been requested as a dessert or a side dish. Eli. So I guess you're the one that suggested this here peanut butter chocolate shake. Thanks. It was good. Very tasty. And I hope to hear from, for those of you that are interested, hope to hear from Crazy Food Crew soon about the next challenge, and we're going to find out which one of the three is up, putting their taste buds on the line, I guess. And I think it's, I don't have a problem with that, with them, everybody in the crew there getting a shot at trying one of the tasks. Destin Goblin and I are kind of our own channel, so that's okay. I just won't miss out on any of the fun. Nah, wouldn't change it. I don't do this Facebook for anything other than fun. So.
Or YouTube.
I said Facebook? Yeah, I meant Boy, see. Oh boy, that was rich. So, yes, I do the YouTube stuff because it's just fun. I want to do it, and having you guys show up on Saturdays, and you've been great, sticking with me. The 3-hour time difference in the streams, from when I was doing till now, and most of you followed me here, and that's great. I really appreciate it. I really do. I didn't necessarily want to switch the time, but kind of had to. Kind of had to.
So Eli says, have you ever had lingonberry sauce?
Lingonberry sauce. No, I haven't.
What does it taste like?
I haven't. There's a friend of mine who lives in the Netherlands, and at one time he was going to send me a jar of the lingonberry jam or whatever that they make, but that never did happen. So I would love to try them. I don't know if there's anything here that would be an equivalent of the lingonberries, but it's a type of berry similar to currant berries, from what I understand. So.
And Cammie Stearns is here.
Well,
because it's fun to listen to.
Ms. Stearns. Hello to you and Bill, if Bill's there watching. Hey, Bill, you know what I'm gonna do. This is a family, well, not a family channel, but I try to keep it family friendly, although I do have my slips now and then. Depending on how zealous I am. So next week is Swedish meatballs. Swedish meatballs and the rouladen. Rouladen? No, it's not rouladen. Rouladen is a beef with a pickle and it's rolled up. It's delicious, but that ain't what this is.
Ramaki or something. I don't know. Ramaki. It's water chestnuts.
Whatever that is. Bacon wrapped water chestnuts.
With sauce.
With sauce. Well, with ketchup on it. Ketchup, I think, sugar, and Worcestershire sauce. And you bake them in the oven. They're delicious.
Yes, they
Of
are.
course, I can't think of many things that wouldn't be good if you wrapped it with bacon and cooked it. So, there are some things that,
Eli says, I want to see a live performance of the Super Troopers, LOL.
oh, no. You're not going to see me chug a bottle of maple syrup. Not going to happen.
And Tammy said Bill was putting on the roof on the garden. He just came inside.
Oh, he did he? Oh, good. Then I guess he missed what I was going to...
Be nice.
Bill's a great guy. He's the kind of guy that I could tell him to, and he'd just say, "Well, yeah, same to you," and we're all good. Yeah, we got some good folks here in this town, some good neighbors. We do. That's one thing. Another thing that I'm grateful for about living where we do. There's some pretty good people.
Yep.
There's some morons too, but for the most part, we got some pretty good people in this town. Not gonna start to cause any
Tammy says it's all good.
waves. I'm just trying to get my arm participation going, folks. It's one thing that helps keep the stream flowing is proper arm participation. You may not realize that, but no reason that you should realize that, I suppose. I'm the only one that notices whether or not I'm having good arm participation or not. So. Senator, I appreciate the question. Wow, that was super tasty.
It was.
It was really good. And there's just enough. Yep, there's just enough for us to have it for lunch tomorrow. Yeah. Have you folks ever know? You get more Chinese food than you're going to eat, and so you bring the rest home, you stick it in the fridge, and the next day you warm it up, and it's not just nowhere near as good as the night before, which is really weird because that's not how most food is.
Yep.
Like lasagna the next day is really good. Soup and beef stew, things like that, just yummy the next day. But second day Chinese food just isn't that good. Why?
Tammy says you're the same. We like you and Deb.
Oh, shucks.
Carol says we do have a Karen.
We do have a Karen, huh? Well, yeah, of course there's a Karen in every town.
And Tammy says, yep, there's lots of Karens. And Carrie says, lucky I only know one. And she's a neighbor too.
Yep.
The Karen.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. That's okay. People are who they are, and I mean, I'm sure that I've been somebody's Kevin at one point or other, so.
We had a Kevin here this morning.
I'd say. Rather disappointing, too. That's okay. I'm not going to go there.
Carol says not burgers and fries either.
What's
the next day?
No. Burgers and fries are not good the next day. You're right. Especially French fries, cold French fries. I can't think of many things that are. Well, okay, I guess I could think of several things that are grosser, but They're not good.
Tammy says, I think we all have
Have what?
dealt with a Karen.
Yeah, or actually been a Karen.
Yep.
I'll admit it. I've probably been Karen to people so many times that,
Carol says, oh, is that a thing? Kevin?
a Kevin, yeah. A male Karen.
Eli says, cold frizzolis.
Cold frizzolis.
It's not even good warm.
Well, yeah.
Cold.
Well, yeah. As I've always said, and I'm sure he wants me to say it, so I'm going to. Frizzolis, real Italian, served real gross. Went there once, and I won't ever go back. Yeah. You gotta, if you're gonna make a living out of selling pasta, it's gotta be good. It was far from it.
Where?
I don't know. Maybe I should give him another chance. Maybe I should.
Maybe.
I mean, it's been a long time, and it might have just been that location or that particular employee having a bad day.
Yeah.
I
You give him,
condemn the entire chain because, because I had that one bad experience.
you give everyone.
I give everybody else a second chance, yeah, including the bar down the road here that 3 times
Yeah.
I gave them a chance. 3 times is a you're out kind of thing.
Mohammed's here.
Mohammed, hey, let's keep it clean for the about 5 minutes I got left. All right.
Tammy's got company. Bye.
Bye, Kimmy. Bye, Bill. See you guys.
Carol says, love you all. Thank you.
Hey, Carol, we love you too. You're a great neighbor.
You are.
You're a good neighbor and you're good people. And so are the rest of you out there in YouTube land. I've said it before and I'm just going to keep on saying it. This Saturdays are the highlight of my week. It's something that I look forward to all week long. I keep an eye on the desserts and the side dishes, wondering what's going to get picked and so forth. Sometimes it's a no-brainer, other times I'm surprised. But either way, I'm always happy, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. I have some new subscribers. I don't know if you're watching or not, but if you are, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. I think, we're a couple minutes short. We're a couple minutes from getting out of here, so I'll offer you guys just that last opportunity for another question, or maybe if you have a dinner suggestion or dessert idea, this would be a great time for it. Yes, it really would.
Eli says the upchuck wagon.
The upchuck wagon. Boy, I don't know. Would I go give a place that gave me actually the very worst burger I've ever eaten? Would I give them another chance? Tune in next week and I'll have an answer. Because that's going to take some serious thought.
It was seriously bad.
It was very seriously, to the point it could have made somebody very, very sick. And I don't know if that's worth the risk of going back. So
Yeah, and Raptor Burger, and there's a bunch of bloody juice there. It was just nasty.
yeah, it was not good. So, well, okay, I guess if that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Well, folks, I'm out of here. And as always, please, if you have the opportunity, get out and help in your community a little bit, even if it's just helping out a neighbor carrying in some groceries. Just give back to your community somehow in some way. Okay, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you guys next Saturday. Goodbye.
Eli asked right at the end, any videos with Arthur coming up?